Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all-new Talkin Movies. I'm your host, the real Geno Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about a movie that I've really been looking forward to seeing, but it took me a while to get to go travel to see it. Today we're going to be talking about Sorry to Bother You, a satire of an alternate or possibly future America, directed by Boots Riley. When Cassius Green, or Cash as he's known, gets a job working for a telemarketing company, he enters a world where many people are jockeying for the company's better positions, called the power sellers. He quickly becomes the dark horse of the company when he finds out that he's a natural at selling the company's products when he uses a unique talent that he didn't even know he had, his white voice. As he moves up quickly through the ranks to become a power seller, he learns that being a front runner in the company isn't always a good thing. Okay, I have to warn you that I will do my best not to spoil any big plot points that happened in this movie, because a few of them are pretty batcrap insane and I wouldn't want to ruin it for you. That being said, I do have to talk about a few things that may or may not be considered spoilers for the movie, so you've been warned. Okay, man, where do I even begin with this one? Come on, Geno, stick to the script. Oh, here we go. Don't research this movie before you see it. Don't go to IMDb and look at the cast list or the character names. It may ruin some of the movie's surprises for you, even though some of them might not make any sense having not seen the movie. So, into this movie, I would say go in as cold as you possibly can. I feel kind of funny saying that because I'm literally about to talk about it and give you some details. I know I warned you just a second ago about spoilers, so I'll just say this. I recommend this movie to anyone that likes movies that can get weird, but also make you think. This isn't the straight-up comedy that you might expect if you saw the trailer. There. Now I'll throw out another warning. Spoilers may be coming. Granted, I'm still going to tiptoe around them. Are you still with me? Okay, here we go. The setup for this movie has a few different layers to it. The main character, Cash, works for a telemarketing company that I mentioned before called Regal View. The workers are barely surviving because they get paid mainly on commission, don't have any benefits, etc. This leads to another layer of the story, which involves a worldwide big-time company called Worry Free. That offers people that are having a hard time making ends meet we'll just call it a unique opportunity. They have developed what I can simply describe as live-in jobs, where people live and work at the same place, developing whatever Worry-Free needs them to produce. I don't want to give away too many details, but I can say that the two stories do come together, and it makes a lot of sense when they do. When it comes to the character of Cash, played by Lakeith Stanfield, he seems to be at a dead end. He's pretty desperate for a job, so his friend sets him up for an interview. While he probably shouldn't have gotten the job, let's just say that the job requirements are a little lacking. Cash seems very timid and doesn't start off doing very well. But then he's advised by the wise longtime Regal View employee Langston, played by Danny Glover, to use his white voice, which is described as a state of mind where you have no worries in the world, the bills are paid, there's food on the table, etc. He tries it and it begins to work. So you see the confidence of the character rise. Stanfield gets to show a lot of range with his performance, whether it be not having confidence, anger, happiness. He has some great funny stuff as well. He does a really good job in this movie, and he is in the majority of it. So he really would have to carry the movie and to make it work, and he does. While it takes a bit to get used to, when he uses his white voice, that's where David Cross takes over. Hearing his voice come from Stanfield's mouth is a bit strange, but it quickly becomes a part of his character. There are times in the movie that the voice comes out at the wrong time, and you wonder if Cash's use of it will maybe become permanent because of what it does for him. There are a couple of other characters that use a white voice as well. Omari Hardwick's character, Mr. Blank, seriously, they bleep out his name for some reason, and the credits label him as Mr. and then followed by a long underscore line. I never really got why this was. If it's in there and you know, leave a comment in the comment section below, but try not to really spoil too much if you do. Anyway, his white voice is provided by Patton Oswalt and is funny and creepy at the same time. I won't talk about the last one that uses a white voice. It's kind of a fun game to figure out who it is that is voicing, doing the white voice for this character when you hear it. So that's kind of fun. I really love Tessa Thompson in this, and of course, I kind of find myself saying that for just about any movie she's in, to be honest. She plays Detroit, who is Cash's girlfriend. She, in a way, is, I guess you could say, a physical embodiment of Cash's conscience all throughout the movie. Also, you'll find yourself watching her ears a lot in this movie. I know that may sound kind of weird, but no, it's because her earrings change a lot, and you always want to see what they are, what they say. And like I said, they change a lot, so you'll be watching her ears a lot. One of my favorite characters in this movie is Steve Lift, played by Armie Hammer, who is the eccentric, which is putting it mildly, head of the Worry-Free Corporation. Well, I don't want to say too much. I will say that he is the type of character that you have to keep your eye on because you know that he is a ticking time bomb just waiting to go off. Hammer gets to play the character with this blind but warped optimism that you could see someone as rich as him or in his position having. Without giving too much away, the movie satirizes how capitalism, left unchecked, could become an accepted nightmare in this country. Worry-Free seems to be the kind of company that is on the verge of achieving a monopoly, and at times, and this is scary, the United States just seems to be okay with it. Which, that's kind of bad, because let's just say their monopoly is really a big step backwards for us as a nation. Well, this year is only around halfway over. I'm pretty sure that Sorry to Bother You might end up being my What the F movie of the year. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. On the contrary, I love the hell out of this movie. It's weird and interesting, and it's a look of what the world could become, and it's not only fun to watch, but it is also kind of scary how some of the things that go on in this movie, if you really think about it, could actually happen. Even the strangest of the strange that happens, and trust me, it gets pretty damn strange. So, would I recommend this to everybody? Probably not. Those that saw the trailer for this are probably expecting more of a straight-up comedy from it, and honestly, that's fair. The trailer does come off as such, but the movie gets much weirder as it goes on. Some of what happens later in the movie might turn some people off because it may seem like it comes out of left field. I feel that despite what happens being really strange, the movie earns the right to use it by setting up a world that something like this could actually happen. So I guess what I'm saying is that if you like movies that have strange, and again I do mean strange, and unexpected, and again I do mean unexpected, twists that really make you think, then if you like that kind of thing, check out Sorry to Bother You. That's going to be all for this edition of Talkin Movies. If you like what you've heard here, please subscribe to the Real Geno YouTube channel, like this video, and if you have anything to say about the movie, please try to refrain from spoilers. Please feel free to comment in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm your host, the Real Geno, Geno Reynolds. See you later.